Hidden away on a secluded West Wales beach are some Jaguar attack aircraft and armoured personnel carriers. Let's see if we can break into there undetected and go and explore them. Today's adventure is going to take us onto a live firing range. We're going to find some armoured personnel carriers. As you can see, there's a danger sign behind us and there's a red light will flash. Live firing is on. So hopefully nothing bad is going to happen in the next hour or so while we're on the range, and we can get on and finish the job. After check-in, the range was not in use that day and we could enter it. We had to get past these control towers undetected and find a gap in the fence. Once we were through the fence, the first thing we found was this weather station. Oh, crikey, this looks a bit ominous. Do not touch any military debris. It may explode and kill you. Oh, crikey, more targets. Hope this isn't in use today. Worrying. Just hope we haven't made a mistake. We're not going to be shot at here. We walked for over a kilometre, checking that we didn't pick up any abandoned munitions that were on the firing range. And now finally, after that long walk, we finally come to find the abandoned CVRTs. These vehicles were first used in 1974 during the Cyprus emergency, when defended the sovereign base areas from possible Turkish attack. Let's have a look to see what it's still like inside. I see the benches are still there. Still some of the seats. They were armed with a GPMG machine gun. They came into service in 1978 and 967 were built. They will start to be replaced from 2009 onwards. Here is the back of an FV-103 Spartan. These vehicles were later upgraded to F-432 Bulldogs. They were basically battlefield taxis and were used for transporting infantry. They could carry up to 7 personnel, including 3 crew. This particular vehicle seems to have a different arrangement to the others, and it looks as if it might have been a Sultan command vehicle. This particular vehicle has a Scottish saltire on it, so it must have been used by a Scottish regiment at some point. If you look carefully, you can see the rat symbol. This vehicle may have been part of the Desert Rats Brigade, and therefore could have been used in the First Gulf War. During the First Gulf War, all variants of the CVRT were sent into combat. The hull of these vehicles were made out of aluminium to keep the weight down, so it enabled them to be air transported. These vehicles also served service in Bosnia as part of the implementation force. The two versions of the CVRT which had turrets were the Scimitar and the Scorpion. The Scorpion had a 76mm gun and they were used in the Falklands, in the Battle of Wireless Ridge and the Battle of Mount Tumbledown. It's sad to see these CVRTs in this condition. They were designed in case World War III broke out, and they were to operate in the forests and fields of Germany. CVRTs are still used in combat today in Ukraine, where apparently they seem to be performing admirably, doing the job they were designed to do, fighting Soviet-style forces in Central Europe. Inside, here is what's left of the driver's compartment. Unfortunately now, these CVRTs are just used for target practice. It would have been great to have seen them in their prime. Here we have an example of an FV-104 Samaritan ambulance. These usually got higher roofs. Here, what's left inside of the Samaritan. Look, the state of this Samaritan ambulance. Quite sad to see the state it's in. Not too sure what this vehicle used to be. It's a command vehicle. That's got the front of a fighting vehicle. It's a bit sad to see it looking like this. This is a live firing range. Now, you shouldn't just come here any old time. Generally, on weekdays between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock, this firing range is actually in use. So it would not be a good idea to come down here to see if you can have a good look at the aircraft and the armoured personnel carriers here. If you want to come here, check on the NOTAMs. It's on the website. Go NOTAMs map and check if there are any restrictions to this area. It's also a good idea to make sure you come here when there are no red flags out. If you are, you'll just be turned back by someone on the beach.